Welcome in everybody to Fantasy Pros MLB. This is Q&A Live. It is me, Joey P. Joe Pisapia. With me, of course, is the Welsh, and it's you, all the peanuts and the Cracker Jacks, hanging out with us here on our YouTube channel, Fantasy Pros MLB. Don't forget to like this stream. Don't forget to comment below. Give us your questions. We'll give you answers, and we might even give you a jersey. That's right, Juan Gonzalez from PristineAuction.com, autographed, signed, sealed, and delivered to you this July, potentially, because we're giving this bad boy away for those who subscribe, drop their comments, ring the bell, and like the video. You're automatically entered to win. Again, it's signed by Juan Gonzalez from PristineAuction.com. Go check it out. The best place to get any of your autographs. Welsh, a big day from Rafael Devers. 2 homers, 9-3 win over the Braves today. Was he playing first base? I didn't catch that.
I believe he was. I believe this was it yesterday was his first, or was it today? I'm looking here. No, he was DHing today. So he's coming off of his first base run. He was 3 for 4, 4 RBI, 2 homers today. Not too shabby. 18th and 19th of the season as he's getting locked in. And a very wild division too, by the way, because you've got the Diamondbacks, who are borderline selling, who are up right now, though, on the Astros. The Dodgers, who have been struggling. And you got a Padres team who is potentially fielding offers on Dylan Cease. They're running for a playoff spot here, and they're potentially looking at selling off Dylan Cease, who continues to struggle.
Yeah, somebody's got to get into his head about something there. Your boy Sean Moniak, by the way. There you go. Good day for him. 5 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned. You had home runs in that game from Nimmo, from Alonso. You also had Mike Trout going a yard in the loss. So some fun baseball going on this afternoon, but more fun is talking to you. And remember, if you super chat, you go right to the front of the line. So drop your questions in, and super chats get the big priority. Let's kick things off here with Keith's question. Keith Santiago, do I sacrifice my batting average and go back to starting William Contreras over Ivan Herrera? Any chance we see Jacob Wilson we saw in the first half of the season? Well, look, he was due for some regression anyway. I don't think he's going to hit 350 all year. But what do you think about sacrificing the BA for William Contreras, Walsh?
I mean, I'm a Herrera guy, so I think you can. But I mean, yeah, Contreras hasn't really been super consistent. But I guess my thing would be like, why are you sacrificing because you think Contreras' like output's going to be so great? Herrera has only been back for 25 at bats in July, and he is hitting 200. Yes, that stinks. Every other month of the year, though, he's hit over 300. He's got 8 homers in under 200 at bats. So you want to play that game, you're well over 20 homers. I don't think so. You can do it because I think they're close-ish enough. I think there's a little bit more counting stat upside that's going on with Contreras. But I think Herrera is a little bit more well-rounded. You're going to get more games with Contreras. So it's fine. But I would just point out, I think Herrera is more than capable here. Batting average to power. It's just maybe you get a few more games with Contreras. So I guess I'm kind of giving you both sides of it. Go ahead and do it. But I
would play Herrera. I'm keeping it simple. Robert's question here. Matt Boyd has been unconscious. Yes, he has. Ride the wave or sell high before the deadline. Here's the thing, man. I don't know if you could sell high on Boyd. I think everybody knows that, he's pushing the innings. I think he's more valuable to you because you got him dirt cheap and he's been a fantasy ace. So I'm just holding on him. I doubt somebody's going to overpay. And it's not like you're going to flip him for Blake Snell or something like that. I don't think that kind of deal is available. Do you?
The other thing that's crazy too, I can use that second half draft as an example, not just a mock, but it was a real draft that Bogman and our home league did. Boyd fell. No one, I didn't really jump on. It's just crazy. There's an inning limit cap that's coming up there. He has been.
Is there though? But is there? They're the Cubs. They're in this. They're fighting like hell for this division. I don't think they can afford to cap his innings.
Okay, so let's say it better because you're right about that. There probably shouldn't be, but he hasn't. He hit 100. He has hit 180 innings before. But it was in 2019.
I was going to say 2019 is when him and Jacob DeGrom, the last time they both hit 100 innings, or 2019.
So, you may be right. Maybe there's not this hard cap where they're going to shut him down, but maybe they want the innings to go a little bit less. He does have a full run expected ERA higher than where he's certainly sitting at. But I just come back to your main point, which I think is the key one here. I think he's just probably more valuable to you than he is to the person that's going to trade, because you need something good. You got a 2 ERA pitcher for a Cubs team that was an all-star. Like, you kind of know that marker should be set really high. I just don't think people are willing to do it because he just popped this year. These innings are kind of looming. The expected numbers should have some regression. So I think you're probably better set. But if someone is willing to overpay, then I do think you should listen.
All right, let's get to some more questions here. Next one up on the docket is from, actually, let's go to this one from Joe G. Sandy looked good today. Pick him up to start in St. Louis next Tuesday. I'm desperate. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. And Sandy was good today, Welsh. 7 innings against the Padres, 4 strikeouts, no runs, no walks, 4 hits, 1 run, 0 earned. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good outing from Sandy. Maybe even the best he's had all year. How many pitches did he throw to us? 98 yeah. Pitches. Okay, so I would pick him up. You got nothing to lose here. Do you want to start him? That's the big question.
I think there's also a possibility maybe he knew this was his last game as a Marlin.
You know,
get out. Yeah, well, no, not even his last chance to get out, but he knew that like things were coming here. I would say, here's some other positives. Everything was up. Fastball velo up 1 mile per hour. Slider was up just under 1 mile per hour. Sinker just under 1 mile per hour. That's the type of stuff that's giving you a little bit more. I think this might have been his last one, and we got some vintage things in there. Changeup had a 33% whiff rate. That is exactly what you want. He still gives up, some induced hard hit stuff, but I'm picking him up because if he goes and gets traded to a powerhouse and you got more win support and maybe he found that fix, that's the thing that gets me excited. So yes, I am picking up Sandy.
All right. Next one is Adam. 12 team is Paredes a drop with his lengthy absence coming up. I mean, depends on how many IL spots you got. I mean, I'd rather hold him, but if you have no choice, this is a tough one because he's been so good of late too. I mean, it seems like it is going to be a lengthy absence. So we say, well, he's missing a month. I mean, if you're fighting for your life and you don't have the roster space to hold him, okay. But I really don't want to do that, Welsh. I want to IL him and just keep him there eventually, don't you?
Yeah, if you can IL him, that's what you should do. If you can't, if you don't have ILs or you're
only
full
got
or whatever,
2 spots or something, and you got some pitcher you want to keep, like I get that. Like sometimes you get in a bad spot, but
I think you can if you really need to. I'm probably not looking to do it, but like if they're going to say lengthy absence, I'm going to assume that's minimum a month. And now you're pushing into like your playoff run here. So if there's anything out there that gets the job done, I would move on. Frankly, even if it doesn't get the job done, I'd probably go and drop him right now for a guy like Jordan Lawler, who as soon as Suarez gets moved, I assume Lawler is going to get the call up and be the third baseman. I would take a shot on that.
Redraft head-to-head points. Who are you top 2 players from this group? Ward, Profar, Vinny P, and Luis Robert. Head-to-head points.
Oh, top points. 2. Well, definitely Vinny P. Vinny, he just hit a bomb today too. Yep. I was going to say Robert, but then you said points. I'm
curious about Robert when he gets traded too. I think him going to a different place with any sort of lineup around him is going to be a much different story than playing for the White Sox. I think a lot of this is mental for him. He just needs to get out.
It's just like
I would roll the dice on Vinny and Robert.
Vinny P's the 100%. I might go Profar just because
Profar's the safer play. If
Robert strikes out like 30% of the time in points leagues, that doesn't work. If it was category, it would be Robert.
Van Rod, would you trade Mizrowski if you could get Kurtz in return, or would you ask for more? Ooh,
I would ask for more, but I don't know if you would get more. I think that's a pretty fair trade.
I want Kurtz, especially with Mizrowski limitations potentially coming up. Maybe. Otis the Dumpling, yo. Nico. Trade Nico for Mania. What are your thoughts on Matt Shaw? Drop Profar for him. I don't know if I'm ready to drop Profar for Shaw yet. Just because he's had a couple good games here. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Traded Nico for Mania. Yeah, I'm good with that. Nico Horner.
Thumbs up on the Mania. Let's look at Matt Shaw real quick. So Matt Shaw's been getting a little bit hotter, but I just want to point out the what?
Still bad.
Yeah, so looking here, he's got like a 5-game stretch right now where he's going ballistic. 3 of the last 5, he's got multi-hits. The problem is it's just like, if you look at the whole, even if you just look at July, like he still sucks. He's in 214 in July. It's been 5-game stretch that's really connecting. I'm not ready to drop Profar for Matt Shaw. I understand it. Maybe pay attention to the next week or so. I just want to see more than 5 days out of Matt Shaw after the whole season has been garbage.
That's what it's been. to start the year. Also, something that's not garbage, just so you know, something that's fantastic. It's my playbook. If you haven't already, sync your leagues for free. Use the tools. Don't be a tool. Download my playbook. Get optimal lineups. You can see all the top available players. Get help with your waiver wire. Get help with your trades. You can get it all. It's free. Sync your league. Use the tools. FantasyPros.com/MLB My Playbook, or download the app wherever you get your apps. Let's go to Robert's question here. Is this the worst first base season in the history of fantasy? No. I want to say recently there was a worse one, actually. Very recently. Like 2 years ago, or maybe even last year when Alonso was down, was pretty bad too, I thought.
Yeah, why is
I'd have to go back and look.
Vladdy's underperforming. Alonso's overperforming. Olson kind of stinks again.
It's not great.
It's not great.
We talked about that going into the year. Like, first base it's not terrific.
You know what, though?
Not the best.
Vinny P is popping back. And
Kurtz has been great.
Kurtz. Michael Busch has been phenomenal. I'm going to disagree, actually. It's not the best, but I think if you think it's the worst, you missed out on Busch and Kurtz.
It feels like the worst because you're not getting the guys you expected.
The top end might be the worst ever. Most disappointing top five.
Alonso, Torkelson, Busch, Kurtz, Matt Olson, Pasquantino, and then the guys that you think are going to be there. Harper missed significant time. Guerrero has been okay, not great. Freddie Freeman's been disappointing this year. He's only got 10 home runs. He's in 293, but he's been terrible lately. So I look, it's the first base transition. But look, next year you're gonna have Kurtz and hopefully Caglione there too. So I think
it is that take is purely coming from the top five, and I would say
that's fair.
Only one of the top five have overperformed. You could argue maybe Freeman is at level, but it is not really up to debate that Vlad, Harper, and Olson have both been like disappointing.
Well, we forgot about the most important first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Well, now it'd be a first baseman in a couple of weeks.
That's right. What do I do with Dylan Cease from Ryan? He struggled once again against Miami. I don't know, bro. I mean, I've made a lot of excuses for Dylan Cease. I don't think I can do it anymore. I think I'm out of excuses now. All the deeper metrics say he's better than the results, but the results at the end of the day are not changing. And usually they do over a certain period of time. I think there's another guy, too, that might just need a different voice, different catcher, different pitching coach, just something different.
Different game? Maybe a different game to play?
Maybe play Parcheesi. I don't know. Jared Wade, would you give up Busch and Bichette for Julio in a head-to-head? Everybody's trading Julio today. This is like the third Julio.
Everyone's buying Julio
Everyone's
today.
buying Julio. Well, second half Julio. It's a thing, man. Busch and Bichette for Julio.
Busch has been really, really good. I'm okay with that, assuming you're doing this out of like you've got some depth and stuff. But want to point out, like, you could argue Busch is having a better fantasy season than Julio alone. So you're also giving up Bichette. Busch is 20 homers. Is a good whistle there. 286 average, 20 homers. Profile looks just sick. Hard hit rates up, K's down. I guess there's a part of me that's thinking maybe that's not great, but I would hope you've got you have to have a good replacement player for Busch or Bichette. You can't just go into the red. So that'll be my little caveat to you. You got to have somebody that's like, oh, I'm not starting Busch and I've got blah, blah, blah. Or I'm not starting Bichette and I got blah, blah, blah. If you're like, I'll have to go up at the waiver wire and pick up Ernie Clement, I'm liking that a lot less.
Ernie Clement. Harry Brooks, do you think it's season's over for Grayson Rodriguez and Shane McClanahan? Yes and yes. But I told you that 3 months ago.
Probably.
Yes and definitely.
Thunderstud's in the house, by the way, Joey.
Oh, Thunder. Oh, we get the Thunderstud on the next one. Jordan Beck doing his best 2024 Brenton Doyle impression. Realistic trade options 1-for-1. He's been struggle bus lately, though. He's come way back down to earth. I actually dropped him in a league because I was in a roster crunch.
Who, Beck?
So
you're talking about Doyle. Oh, okay.
Jordan Beck.
Has he? Because I thought, he's
Beck started off good. No,
317 in July.
He has, because he was striking out. He was killing me on points.
No, he's had an up and down year because April he hit 295, May he hit 257, June he was 265, but he's hitting 317.
He must have had a huge weekend after I dropped him since the All-Star break.
He doesn't have a lot of counting stats in there, but he's got a bunch of multi-hit games.
What's a 1-for-1 trade for Jordan Beck? You get a Will Vest type.
I gotta be honest with you. That's one of those questions. Like, you gotta give us more than that. What do you mean a 1-for-1? What position do you want? I don't know.
Would you do Grant Holmes for him?
No, I would want Beck over him right now. I think Beck is like he's got some home road split stuff. Like that's the funny part about his comment. But he's 11-11 with a 260 average right now. Like, I think that's equivalent to, like, let's call it, You got to give me like SP 40-ish range. Closer is probably like a bottom 15 closer. Like it's that general. I don't know how to give you. You got to give us a tiny bit more. Position you're trying to go after, a stat you're trying to go after. There's a million guys that could be 1-for-1s. I think assume he's like a between 125 and 175 in the ranks, and then trade him like you're trading that type of number for an equivalent player.
All right, Thunderstud has a question. If Pfaadt does well today, we back in, or do we have to do the 6-start lighter roll? I'm not in on Pfaadt if he pitches well today. I can't do it. I can't.
Let me look at. I mean, like, you know, what pisses me off about Pfaadt?
Oh, Shaw just went yard.
Yeah, I saw Shaw just went yard. He's not doing it today, but Pfaadt has these games where like he'll be incredible. He'll be like 6 innings, no earned runs, but he'll also no strikeouts whatsoever. And it's infuriating. I don't think he can. He has a 4.82 ERA. His expected is over 6 right now. He gives up way too much contact. He's got a home run problem. The Diamondbacks are about to give up. Like, he's a spot starter. And I hate to, I have to admit it, but I hate to do it, but he's at best a spot starter. I mean, I probably wouldn't have, to say I wouldn't have started him against this team, but the Astros are a shell of themselves right now. Maybe I would have, but I need good matchups to start Brandon Pfaadt. If he rattles off a couple decent ones, okay.
By the way, I got eliminated in our Fantasy Pros Work League.
Oh, did you?
In the playoffs. I gave it my all. I just couldn't stop Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh just keeps hitting home runs, and I just couldn't catch him. I went down at 6-4. It was respectable. I didn't get my.
Did you at least lose to a high-ranking person in our company?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I lost to a very good team. I lost to the second.
No,
team,
not a good team. A high-ranking, important person in our company for promotional purposes.
No, that's the worst part.
That's where you failed. I went the biggest. I lost to our president. So
well, I did beat my direct boss to get in the playoffs. So yeah, we did beat Blaine to get there.
We'll talk about that during your review.
I'm sure it's all in the review. Joe G, Matt Shaw, Bryce Matthews. What do you want rest of season? Matthews is hot.
Yeah, Matt Shaw is getting hot right now. I just poo-pooed on the whole 5 games. He just hit another homer. I'll say Matt Shaw right now, but Bryce Matthews is pretty interesting.
JJ, I haven't heard a damn thing about Hunter Green. I don't know what you're talking about first or second week of August.
Have you heard a damn thing? Yes. So he is here in Arizona.
He's inside the stream, everyone.
Yeah, not here. He is in Arizona.
Do you see Hunter Green, Welsh? Do you see him now?
I don't see him. Yeah. He's right here. Don't you guys see Hunter?
Okay,
he's right here.
Okay.
But he's at the Reds training facility, their spring training complex, where he's working out. Let me give you perspective. When a player is here in Arizona, they are weeks upon weeks away. Because you assume you play a game or two, then you go up and you rehab a little bit. I would say he's a month away at my best guess because he's still not in a game. I heard he might get in a game this week. That could happen, and then he can move up. So there's a slight possibility maybe we're 2 weeks away, which could lead to your first in August. But I'm going to go with like a month away.
All right, Life with Fife has a question. Am I crazy to drop Heliot Ramos, who's been rough the last month he has, or pick up a hot Mickey Moniak and ride the wave? Look, with Ramos, he was really good, but I don't have a problem picking up Moniak. I'm not a big Moniak guy, but we want to just win. It's fine. Like, I think it's okay.
I got Moniak season. Jeez, 275, 15.
I know. I got to say, like, he's finally becoming a player. It only took him, 10 years?
Yeah. Did you know that?
When did he get drafted? What year was Moniak?
I'm actually going to make a reference. I want to say it was like 2019, 18. Let's say 2018.
Survey says what year he was drafted? 2016.
Okay, wrong.
It was a long time ago.
Did you know?
I was right, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, I was right because I remember where I was living when he was drafted, and I was like Mickey Moniak, and I remember sitting in the living room. Going, Mickey Moniak is a #1 player in baseball? Come on.
Funny to that, I remember when he got drafted, the story came out. I don't know if you ever heard of this. He had made a bet with one of his best friends that I don't know if it was like either one of them or if he were to get drafted first overall, his friend had to get a tattoo of him, like his name. I think it was his autograph. And then he had to sign his, I think it was his autograph. He signed his buddy and the buddy had to get a tattoo because Moniak was the first overall pick. And I think he signed an underslot deal too to do that, which is pretty dirty. They should have had a caveat. It doesn't count for the tattoo if you sign an underslot deal to go #1 overall, but his buddy will always remember that he was the first overall pick.
Yeah, like I just remember him being an undersized kid in high school and just looking at the profile and watching him play and going, that's the guy who you think is the best. Like you have all the players to pick from, and that's the dude. I wonder what the rest of that 2020. It might have been a bad class.
Yeah, I'd be interested in looking, but I got to tell you, just like Jordan Beck and just like everybody else, absolutely sicko home road splits. Hitting 319 at home, God. 10 of his 15 homers are at home. He's hitting only 224 on the road. It is Colorado Rocky split heaven, so just beware.
This is an awful draft. Watch this. 2016, folks. You ready?
All right.
Mickey Moniak 1 to the Phillies. Nick Senzel 2 to the Reds. That did not work out.
Nope.
I thought it would, too. He was a good college hitter. Ian Anderson 3 to the Braves. Riley Pint, Rockies. Corey Ray, Milwaukee Brewers. AJ Puck, Oakland Athletics. Braxton Garrett, Marlins. Cal Quantrill, number 8 to the Padres. Matt Manning, Detroit Tigers. Zach Collins of the White Sox.
That's one of the worst top 10s I've ever heard in a draft.
Wait, it keeps going. Kyle Lewis, Seattle Mariners at 11. Yeah. Jason Groom, Red Sox. Josh Lowe, Tampa Bay Rays. Will Benson, Cleveland Indians. Alex Kirilloff, Minnesota Twins.
Retired.
Matt Theis, Forrest Whitley, Blake Rutherford, Justin Dunn, Gavin Lux, TJ Zeich, Will Craig, Delvin Perez. Not one all-star in this.
There's not one
draft.
Good player in there. Dude,
in the entire first round. And the supplemental round doesn't get better. Hudson Sanchez, Eric Lauer, he's actually starting to resurrect his career. Zach Birdie, Cody Sedlock, Carter Keyboon, Dane Dunnings, Cole Reagans at 30,
okay,
Anthony Kay, sure. Will Smith, Dylan Carlson, Dakota Hudson.
By the way,
one all-star, Cole Reagans.
Alex Kirilloff has retired, and Corey Ray has retired and is coaching for the Cubs. He coaches the Cubs rookie-level ball here in Arizona. That is one of the worst drafts of all time. You know
correction,
what?
Will Smith was an all-star too.
Scouting
then there's the next grouping, the competitive balance round, 35, Taylor Trammell, Jordan Sheffield, Dalton Jeffries, Robert Tyre, Anthony Greer, Joey Wentz, and Nick Lodolo to the Pirates. I forgot Nick Lodolo got drafted by the Pirates, but he didn't sign. He went to college and said, that's wild, dude. Woo! That was a good time of awful base. I'd love to go back and look at the Mayo and Callis notes on that draft and how great everybody was going to be.
Yeah, let's hear all the good, smart notes on those. I don't know. I didn't see where your hands were.
It's out of shot.
We know exactly what you know what? Clip that, everybody. By the way, speaking of
I'm just looking around. That's what I'm doing.
Well, why don't you do that same gesture for Ohtani just hit a bomb live. So.
Yeah! Woo! I'm going to get on that list. If I get on that list, you're going to be so mad.
You never cease to amaze me, Joe, with the things that you are willing to do on camera. You never cease to
Hey, man, we're having fun here. No one's watching. Just our 69 of our best friends are watching right now. Lee G, 12-team, 4-player keeper league. What do you think of dealing future draft picks? Only if absolutely necessary or worry about next year when it happens. 4-player keeper league. What do you think of dealing future draft picks?
Only if so. Well, like, what's the context? Like,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Lee. I'm dealing draft picks if I'm getting players that can really put me over the top for a win. That's it. If they don't put me over the top, then I'm keeping the picks.
Yeah, we need more.
And draft picks don't mean as much in it. Look, it's a 14 keeper, so the first round is still round 5.
So well, no, but like you can also have where it's the keeper is per round. That's what I'm talking about. Like you got to be specific. Like so, if you don't have great keepers and you're acquiring a guy and it's going to cost one, here's the important stuff though. Like if you're getting a guy that's a low round player, then I'm more willing to give up a higher pick. So like it's not really a full answer here based on what you gave us. Like I don't look to trade because you're only keeping so many guys, but I'm not against it. I'm open to it.
All right. Also, you know what else you should be open to? Joining us on our Twitch. How about that for a segue? I'm a professional. Twitch.tv/FantasyPros. That's the place to be to watch leading off Monday through Friday, noon Eastern time. And don't forget, we got an NFL schedule on there too. So this is the time to join us on the Twitch and subscribe to Twitch using your Amazon Prime. $5 for a month. Boom. Get rid of those stupid ads and just hang out and talk ball with us.
You know what's great about this picture too? Like that's not like Photoshop. Like I am, but together. You're leaning down a little bit.
Leaning down.
I'm tippy-toed a tiny bit.
Short.
But like that's about like
Welsh like baseball. Welsh go to complex league.
We literally look like a tag team. We look like when it was Kane and Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Wasn't that a group or was it the Big Show and Mysterio?
I don't know, but I look terrible in those pictures. I'm in such better shape now.
The one where I'm looking to we recreated.
I think we're supposed to take new ones next year, but I don't know where we're going. Still, they haven't told us.
We don't even have an inkling. We had an ink. We don't even know where the hell we're going.
Last year we knew before the other trip ended.
We're pretty sure it's here. I asked about. We don't know anything. We could be going anywhere. We could be coming to a town near you, and we had a little like soft meetup in Vegas.
I'll be honest with you. I want it to be Arizona again. I'm not going to even lie. Arizona's great.
Yeah, we can do spring training. I don't have to.
I can see you. I can see cousin Donnie. You can hang out. You don't have to get on a plane. I can come out earlier, hang out.
My expenses will be cheaper. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's come out to Arizona. Jon Gray's been activated by the Rangers today. Any value? Only in like a 14-team league, maybe.
There was a rumor at one point though that he was like potentially going to go into the bullpen, and I would be interested actually if he were to pitch in relief, but I think he stretched back out, so I would say no.
Landon Robinson, Brice Eldridge when he gets called up, or Joe Adell rest of season. I gotta go Adell here.
Oh, I'm not gonna play the speculation. Like I threw it out there in the videos and stuff. Like I love Eldridge, but he needs to be called up. I'm gonna just say Adell right now. If Eldridge were called up, I still don't think I could cut Adell for Eldridge though.
Bro, Adell made an incredible catch last night in the Met game.
Yeah, dude,
he's a great athlete. He just hasn't been a baseball player. That was my knock on Buxton when he was drafted.
You want to know what?
Athlete. I just don't think he's a baseball player yet.
If you ever want to go do this,
he got hurt in development time and time again every minor league season, and I kept saying all the time, I was like, man, this kid is like the last kid who can afford him his time because he's a better athlete than he's a baseball player, and he has to learn the idiosyncrasies of the game, and then he could really take care of all his athleticism. And then he just took him so long, and he always missed so much development time that really killed him.
If anybody ever wants to do a little homework, I interviewed Joe Adell whenever the hell it was in the AFL, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But go back and listen to that interview because he was super cool. I was in Mesa Cubs facility. I was in their locker room, and then he was gone, and then he showed up, and we go out, and just me and him hanging out there, and it was like 10 minutes or whatever. My show, Prospect One, go and search it. But there's a specific thing, and I think I say it in the show, what I love. A lot of guys I talk to kind of do I think I interviewed like Josh Lowe that season. Mm-hmm. I'm forgetting who else it was. But a lot of guys would kind of give you the like, oh yeah, I just try to do this. Yeah, like cookie cutter stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember Joe Adell specifically was just like, I know how I'm hitting the ball. I know when I like, he was attuned to his bat speed. He wants to hit the ball hard. He was trying to just what it was like, I thought he was so attuned to himself.
He was candid. He was authentic.
Yeah, candid is a good way to put it. He wasn't afraid to hold back and be like, oh yeah, man. Like, I know that I've got this bat speed. I know that I can hit homers. I just I liked that out of him. And that was something that always helped me to him. You can go back and listen to it. Maybe it's actually less interesting than I'm.
No, I'm sure.
In my head, it was still like, I was like, this dude has got a really good head on his shoulders.
I would listen to that. And then immediately after, I would listen to the 2016 MLB draft coverage.
Oh, yeah, for the Moniak.
This guy's going to be Hall of Famer. This guy's going to be a star. No. I looked at 2015. It's better. Let's get to Raphael's question. 2015 draft, much better. Baldwin, Kelly, Murphy, Kirk, or Alvarez. Oh, here we go, Welsh. Rank these catches rest of season.
Oh, I had to rank them?
What else we can do with them? Am I going to pick one?
Pick one.
All right, who's your favorite rest of season? Who's your favorite? Baldwin? Yeah. I think Murphy's going to get traded, but until he does, I'll pick Kelly. Because Kelly's been really good this year.
Really? Okay.
And he's playing every day, more or less.
PCA homer now, by the way. We're getting bombs as we're recording.
He's just unbelievable. By the way, here we go. Just for S's and G's 2015 Major League Baseball draft, much better. Dansby Swanson 1, Alex Bregman 2, Brendan Rodgers 3, Dylan Tate, remember him? Mm-hmm. Kyle Tucker at 5, Tyler J, Andrew Benintendi, Carson Fulmer, Ian Happ. You also get Josh Naylor in this draft. You get Walker Buehler. You get Mike Soroka. And then Kyle Funkhauser at 35. Ryan Mountcastle. Some
these guys
here.
It's funny.
Riley.
That is kind of like the space where I really got into like this world of being into baseball and being in fantasy and kind of being involved.
See, I was already doing serious for a couple of years.
Yeah, see, remember
I used to have those guys on the show, and I would argue with them about guys.
Well, that's what I'm getting
guys
at.
That they would be glazing about. I'm like, really? I was like,
well, 2014 is when I started in this league, and I did a baseball show in 2013. But so like those 2015, 16, 17 drafted guys, those are all guys that like I was attuned with. And then 2016 is where I really started hitting the AFL. So I saw so many of these players and going to complexes. So it's just funny you listing off these names because it's like I had interactions, you know, with Josh Naylor was one of them that jumped out.
Royce Lewis, Hunter Green, Mackenzie Gore. Look how long it's taken Mackenzie Gore to be good.
Oh my God.
Saying, like, high school pitchers, right? We talk about high school pitcher development. It's 2025. He was drafted in 2017. So people, again, they get way too excited about you can't.
Well, Padres also screwed him up. There's so many.
It's true, but still, you just can't go too crazy with the high school arms in fantasy and dynasty. You can't. Trevor Rogers, Julio Ramos, David Peterson. Wow, Peterson was in that draft. He was in Oregon. Wow. Tanner Houck, Drew Rasmussen, Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker was a Twinkie. I forgot about that.
He was.
He was drafted by the Twins.
Hate that name. Yeah.
Good time. I love Twinkie. Twinkies are delicious. Harry Brooks, Profar or Matt Shaw?
Didn't we have this? I said Profar.
Okay. Big Dan. So would you guys rather replace Snicker next season? Personally, I kind of hope it's David Ross. I could see it being Ross. I could see it.
You know, it would be really good.
Bobby Cox.
Yeah, that would be really good. How about Ronald Acuna, player manager?
I'm here for it. I'd love to see it. Ex-Brave.
Chipper Jones?
No, he's too rich.
Greg Maddux, by the way, has been he worked with the Rangers a couple years ago as a pitching coordinator.
Atlanta Braves manager potential. Who are some of the names? AI, tell me some names. Walt Weiss and Skip Schumacher came up.
Skip is a really popular. He's actually with the Rangers right now as like a assistant to Chris Young. So that I think he will be a manager again. I could see
Ross. I could see that.
Ross would be good, but I could see Skip being an option.
There you go. Thanks, AI.
Thanks.
Good job. Let's go to another Robert question. Walker. I drafted Buxton every year for 6 straight seasons based on what he could have been this season. When I finally said enough, Buxton finally stays on the field.
Is this my burner? Is this my burner account? Yeah, same.
You have a good case against Byron Buxton. You should sue him for punitive draft damages on Walker. This is exactly you, Welsh. I mean, you and Robert. I mean, right here together.
I don't know what to say, Robbie. You hit Walker too close to home. I agree. Like, I'm still reeling. I want to get repercussions for you and me for the years of investment in Byron Buxton. And now we are going to get those damages. Walker
repercussions.
As you.
You want reparations, not repercussions.
Repercussions, whatever. See, I'm frazzled.
Classic Welshism.
Bogman dropped a Welshism today that I was like, I've never heard him do it in his life.
Well, the more we hang out with you, the more
I know
into our brain.
I incept you guys.
Hoodlum. These are my favorite shows. These because I know nobody they just let us do these, but nobody's really paying attention.
It's incredible.
It's just us. It's just all of us. Our favorite couple hundred.
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Hoodlum 8-team. Head-to-head redraft rest of season on Rutschman, Goodman, Augustin. Rutschman back soon. Wondering if I should drop him for one of the others. I would have Ramirez is my favorite of those 3 catchers offensively by far.
It's 8. Well, it's 8 teams. There's just going to be dudes out there. Like,
I want the healthy.
Rutschman's the most talented of all these players.
Who cares? But who cares at this point? Is it about talent or about productivity?
No, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, he's just the most talented, and he's not going to be around. And if he re-clicks, it's that's the guy I want. But all of that being said, like, Ramirez is sick right now. I drafted him in that second half, and everybody gave me the stink eye. Everyone was like, "Oh, everybody wanted Ramirez." I'm like, "Well, pull the trigger then. What are you guys waiting on?" So Ramirez would be the guy, I guess.
Is Adley Rutschman turning into Matt Wieters 2.0?
No, there's no chance of that. Like, Wieters never clicked with Wieters. Like it did with Rutschman. The problem is like we are seeing like regression-y stuff. Like Rutschman
did it click? Now I'm gonna have to do a deep dive.
What with I think Wieters maybe had like one okay season if I'm remembering correctly. But I guess Rutschman. I'm looking here. Yeah, he 277, 20 homers.
All right, here we go.
No. Affirmative no.
There were 3 straight years of Matt Wieters here from age 25 to 28. Or 27. 22 homers, 68 RBI, 23 homers, 83 RBI, 22 homers, 79 RBI.
What were the batting averages on those years?
Batting averages those years, 262, 249, 235. Not great. Adley Rutschman, so far.
I'm looking at it right now. 254, 277, 250, 227, 13 homers, 20 homers, 19, and 8.
Did you smell that? It smells a lot like Matt Wieters in here.
I'm going to say no. We're not going to approve
I'm
that.
just going to call him Adley Wieters until he starts playing better. Just
don't like that.
Oh, I think we did this one basically the same way. So what do you think of Zack Gelof in DC?
Let's see how he's looking right now. So, did you say in DC? In Sacramento?
In DC. That's the our listener.
What?
Indy.
Oh, in DC. I thought you were like in DC. I'm like, he's not a national. What are you talking about?
He's an athletic. I'm well aware.
I always love the counting stats. My God, he's hitting under 200 or hitting under 100. I mean, in his 25 at bats, he's striking out. He's hitting the ball hard. I'm just trying to like process all of this right now. I mean, I will say like
you're still tilting from that Matt Wieters thing. Tell the truth.
Yeah,
you didn't think it was that close. You didn't think it was that close. It hurt you.
I don't want to create the reality of that. He's hitting the ball hard. He's getting it in the air. He's barreling, but he literally can't hit anything right now, and he's striking out 46% of the time. So what do I think about him? He's a non-starter. He could, when he starts getting going, that's where I would start paying attention to him. But Otto Lopez is a better option than Zack Gelof right now.
Am I crazy to try and trade Matt Olson? I have Kurtz and Alonso at corner. I need a third baseman, second baseman, starting pitcher. No, trade him. Do it. Alonso is going to be great. Kurtz is doing his job. Trade Alonso. I mean, trade Olson rather. Trade him, J-Poc.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot. Someone just said, yeah, Gelof got optioned. I think like a couple. Like a week ago.
He's in AAA,
so
right?
He had come back and then they optioned him back down because he was such a
The Athletics are doing all kinds of weird stuff lately.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with trading Olson, but if Kurtz gets you more than Olson, which I think is a possibility in some leagues, I would entertain trading Kurtz over Olson because you have Alonso to carry you. So,
Angelo, just be patient. No refunds on the Caglione jerseys yet, okay? Give the kid a little bit. He's starting to hit a little bit.
Go buy a Bobby Witt jersey if you're going to get a Royals
Vincent Ludovico. No, you buy the Caglione jersey because it's got a huge name on the back. It ends in a vowel. Like Vincent Ludovico. How you doing? Can we get at least a weekly snark night segment anymore? That's I'll give you one.
Snark night. Hello, everybody. I have to have a topic.
Turns out I thought Adley Rutschman was the criminal, but really it was Matt Wieters the whole time.
Let me talk to Angelo here for a minute. When Caglione gets going, you're out of here, bud. I'm losing.
All right, let's go to EA all day. How much do you knock down Chandler Simpson in OPS leagues? To be fair,
that's why we shouldn't do that segment weekly because we didn't even have the bit set.
He has the same OPS as James Wood the past month.
How much do you knock down? Yeah, I think, well, like he's weighted into the stolen bases. It's nice that the strikeouts are lower and he gets on base, but he's going to hurt you in some spots. So yeah, I would absolutely, I would knock him down a few notches from like where his overall value is.
Uncle Ted wanted to know what was PCA's odds to win the MVP at the start of the year. I don't know what they were. I could tell you on Betting Pros. Here, answer this next question.
Well, it doesn't matter because he's not winning it. Like we don't.
No, but it would be fun to see what it was.
We're gonna start getting the Uncle Ted hot take of just Cole Drake is the best pitcher in the minor. We're gonna get all that stuff here shortly. It doesn't matter what his odds are. PCA is not winning it.
Wow. Okay.
I've seen a lot of Uncle Ted on some live streams I've been doing lately, so I know what the bits
Ted's
are coming.
ruffling the feathers.
I know where the bits are going to start coming here for that. But
it
what were the
at
odds?
20 plus 20,000. That's what it opened at.
Yeah, I mean that sounds right. What is it now?
Now 9-1.
You gonna bet that?
No.
Over Ohtani?
No, it's already done. I have Ohtani and Judge in a duo in a parlay. I already told you, beginning of the year, I went super chalk, and I went, that's it. I'm just going to step away from this and just not think about it. So, although I'm making the case for Cal Raleigh, because in my heart I want Cal Raleigh to win, I'm a businessman, and I know how these things work.
Something fun to happen. We all want the underdog. We want to pretend that we're not going to get the talk.
Did you do this question? Abrams or Austin?
No, I didn't. Let's finish the thought here, and then we'll do that. we all want to pretend that something awesome is going to happen in those markets. Unfortunately, it doesn't, because it's like popularity, and the betting markets tell us like how not competitive.
Well, injury killed it last year because Acuna was the guy, and then he got hurt, and then it became open season.
Yeah, by the way, JPAC, you're saying slamming. I'm not slamming Uncle Ted. Uncle Ted comes into every baseball fantasy chat and just drops 30 comments of his hot takes. He's allowed to do that. He's not mean to anybody. He can do that. I'm not slamming anything, so you chill out too. Shallow Points League. Everybody's getting all sensitive. Like, listen, Uncle Ted.
Get in your crate.
Uncle Ted is infamous now. That he goes into every live show
and drops takes. That's fine.
And drops 30, 100. That's my snark night. Like, hey, J-Pop.
There you go. You asked for it. Careful what you wish for.
That's my snark night. You got it. All right, Abrams, because Riley's not healthy.
Oh God! All right.
Oh God, that made me laugh. That whole thing.
Robert got offered Mike Trout for Matt Boyd. Oh my God. Is this like trying to defuse two bombs at the same time?
Oh no, take it. Give me Trouty all day long.
I'm not doing that. I'm keeping.
By
Boyd.
the way, when I did another thing in here,
I'm keeping Boyd.
I probably have, and I could be wrong about this. I feel like I probably got I'll tell you do not drop winners, but I probably have Uncle Ted. I have Uncle Ted, I think, more on my side than he is on any other side. I want to mention that like on the draft coverage, I got Uncle Ted that's backing me up, so I actually feel comfortable with it. So,
oh God! All right, UE2K hold Burns and Yuri or bail on either of them for consistency. No, Yuri's been fine. Yuri's last start wasn't terrible.
Hold Burns and
I'm not holding Burns. Bye-bye.
No, I'm comfortable holding Burns, but I'm not bailing on Yuri.
Not in a redraft. In a redraft, if there's somebody better out there in a shallow league.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything with Yuri. I'm keeping him.
Yeah, Yuri's been really good. I don't know where we're getting crapping on Yuri here.
I don't know. It was crap. And just like bailing. I think the term bailing was more like, you sell high. You're going to get
bailing on Chase Burns in his 6.5 ERA. I think is fine. That's fine. Let's go to RM. Oh, what?
Garcia.
Garcia? Right, okay. That's like my dyslexia was going weird there for a second. I thought I was seeing it wrong. 12-team head-to-head. Carpenter, Roberts, or Arozarena rest of season.
12-team head-to-head.
I assume he means Luis Robert, not Roberts. Maybe Tony Roberts.
Like the show we just did where I was unpluralizing.
Joe Burrows. Do you like that Joe Burrows or Jalen Hurt?
It won't make sense unless you listen to ITL Football Podcast, but I took the S away from someone that had it, and then I added to someone that didn't. All right, so to the question.
Julia Roberts?
I think it's Arozarena, but I'm going to go. I want to say it might be Carpenter because he's about to return. I love Kerry Carpenter.
Drop Rasmussen for Roop. No.
Raup.
I'm not doing it. Raup, whatever. I'm not doing it.
Rasmussen.
No.
We are having fun today. By the way, I love the back and forth. I like J-Pac and I like Uncle Ted. I love people that aren't taking it serious and having fun, and that's the fun stuff we do.
Brandon's trying to hide us from his family.
Well, maybe working. Oh no, you say you're
no, he's not. He's like trying to do stuff around the house or stuff. Like
just go up to your wife.
Why does your wife hate fun? That's the real question.
Honey, this is the Snark Night. You're gonna need to step up. Snark Night's gonna need your help.
Yeah, seriously. All right, last one here. Would you trade Kirby for Trout? No, I'm not doing that. Maybe. I need all the pitching I can handle.
I might do it. Depends what your team looks like.
I don't know about that.
That was a wave of a hand, and I fixed it. I might do that because I am Team Trout. The last 30 days he's been sick. He's trending in the right direction. You just know what you're getting into. Like if you were to do that, you're getting into definite risk injury because he's also getting closer to hitting the field. Kirby's been solid. That team needs him as much as possible. Kirby might be the safer bet, but if you got a lot of good pitching, you need some hitting, I might do it.
There you go, everybody. All right, I got to run to football practice here, but we'll be back again next week to do more of this. Subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments below. Win a Juan Gonzalez jersey. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For the Welsh, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids.
Love you guys.
Funkhauser.
Bye, Ted. Bye, J-Pac.
That was amazing.
I'll see you guys again.
I'll be back next week in a sequel.
I was born in the darkness.
That was Bane, actually.
Batman.